How are you today? The improved package has arrived. We're having it fitted in time for FP1. Have a look at the factory report.
What is up, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we are at Season 7 here for this Chinese Grand Prix in Season 7 for Round 2 for China. And yeah, as you can see on screen, we have a weight reduction for the engine cover, so that should make us lighter and faster in a straight line. So without further ado, let's get into practice for the Chinese Grand Prix. So let's just see quickly where that puts us in terms of the chassis weight. That actually puts us ahead, so we are now ahead of Ferrari. Force India, by quite a long margin. As you can see there, Ferrari, Force India and Red Bull on the edge, and so Mercedes and Renault not far. So yeah, we're going to try and get this for this episode. If not, then it will be for the Bahrain Grand Prix. So let's go to practice 1 for the Chinese Grand Prix. And if you did miss the last episode, go and check it out. It was uploaded in 2 parts. Yeah, more will be explained for that.
Good morning and welcome from...
And it's actually raining. I don't like to use the wheel in the rain. I've never used the wheel for the rain. It's always been, I don't know, better, in other words, if I use it in the dry, because it's been more stable towards the dry. I've never been one of them people to actually race in the wet. I mean, I did the odd race in the wet, but qualifying, I'm not that good, and I need the resource points to try and get into. And before I start this practice session, tell me down in the comments, or tell me in the chat, if anyone does actually come to see the stream, whether you want to see another episode of career mode. So just put that down in the comments, or just smash the like button, and yeah, I'll know. I am using the wheel, as of course, for this career mode, like I said last time. Yeah. A little bit wide there through turn 1. Hopefully that doesn't affect us in qualifying. Again, the understeer. I just need to sort at me. And as well, I need to find out whether I am using the default setups for my wheel. Let's find out. Just gonna up it up by 1 for the steering, because I'm not getting the steering response I actually want. But let's see if this is a bit better. Oh, that's a bit better. Just getting that one through. That was just awful. I had a really good one as well. through the sector. Let's try that again. My kind of aim for one of these seasons is to not using flashbacks, but I say that and I use flashbacks and it just never works for me. But just getting that one there. Oh my god, the damn understeer, Jesus Christ. It's bloody awful. But then again, this is the pad track, so yeah. Should have been using a pad. But here we go then, DRS straight. And hopefully we can get some points up our sleeve. If you remember back to the last season, I think we had a puncture which actually ended our race back in season 6. And we actually surprisingly get that. Bear in mind, we actually got more greens than purples, so I was actually surprised at that. Pretty shocked. Moving into tyre management, let's hopefully we can get into yeah, let's hopefully we can have good tyre. I mean, we have got good tyre wear. I mean, we are near enough close to getting the ultimate upgrade. We're not far, we just need to start working up to it. But hopefully I'm seeing as well that in the Delta it's not going very, it keeps going red and then green again, so I'm pretty much trying to fight with the Delta just in terms of pace and straight line speed, which of course, I mean, we've got the straight that leads up to the snail section, and then we've got tracks like Bahrain, we've got tracks like Russia, Spain and Canada as well, that just all need power. So it'll come in handy. A little bit too hot there into the entry of the snail section, which is really what you want to see. Palmer in P5 and Ocon on a set of mediums in P7, so the Force Indies I should see as well. They should be pretty strong around here. Bear in mind they have, I think they have the fastest engine, because we have the second, we are the second, I can't speak today, the second fastest engine, top speed. And yeah, we just need to get these 2 ultimate upgrades for the engine, and I think we are sorted for that. So yeah, we should be good for that. Just depending on how many resource points I get, I do want to get that other, then just spend most of my time on the chassis weight, just trying to get most of them upgrades done, because yeah, try and get as most of them as I can get. But moving into the race strategy, a little bit wider into turn 1 and 2. I'm actually red. So hopefully we can get it back. Yes, we do, just about. And hopefully we can get a purple score. I never tend to run up with a setup on practice. I only run a setup in qualifying, which is something I never usually used to do. Remember back into F1 2015, I don't think I ever recorded 2015. I'll have to go back and go and check. But if I did, then I never used to run. No, it was back in season 1. I never did short qualifying. It was hello Matthew, welcome to the stream. I never did practice. No, not practice. I never did short qualifying, which was interesting. So. That's Ferrari in P2. So can we do the same? Matthew, you should try out manual gears. It's a lot more easier. It's a lot more faster, and you'll be a lot more competitive. I've noticed that as well. I used to use manual gears like you a couple of years ago. Back on F1 2015, I think I started to use them way before I got the game. It was like the first couple of weeks, and then I watched Arrow's videos, and then I just thought, why not get into manual gears? And I just went from there. It's pretty easy. It does take a couple of times for practicing. I mean, it does seem easy. Have you seen my stream? I did get notified about it, and I will watch it later on. But yes, I did. I will watch the stream. I've been doing YouTube now for about 2 years. I started in 2016. Not gonna do it, are we? Yes, we are. And then I absolutely bin it in the last corner. Well, not the last corner, the second to last corner. Sometimes the other people will watch me, but they watch it after I've recorded for some reason. I don't know why they do that. qualifying based on that, and then short qualifying. Matthew, have you ever used manual gears? Do you feel embarrassed about your voice? No. Why? What makes you bring that question up? No. Yeah, get out of the way. I've heard it in the stream, but I don't feel embarrassed about it. I really need to get past Kvyat. Because when my friends at school watch me, watches me, it's really embarrassing, and I'm just, you don't have to feel embarrassed. I listen, to be honest, I listen to my own streams sometimes. Just to see where I can improve. Other people watch my stream. And some people will say stuff that you do need to improve on and stuff that you don't need to improve on, and it's just, you don't need to feel embarrassed. That's a certainty. If people say some bad stuff about the stream, then you take it as an improvement. But if you take it as kind of a bad, I don't think we're going to do it. We're not going to get a purple score, that's for sure, anyway. Cooked it a little bit too hot through the last sector. Let's try that again. That was mainly because Kvyat's in the way, so that's why I got the green score instead of the purple, but hopefully what track should I do it first? At next, apart from it. Oh, what, apart from Italy and Russia? You could do Baku, you could do Malaysia. You could do Japan, Brazil, Abu Dhabi, Australia. There's quite a lot of tracks really that you could do. Or you could randomize it right to the tracks down. Then I've got a wheel decider kind of app thing, and I put down all the tracks, I put down the drivers, and then I just randomly, click it, and then it gives me what driver and what team, and then track. So the other week I if you saw the last stream that I did, which was the Spanish Grand Prix as Kimi Raikkonen, I used the actual app, and it that's what track it gave me, and I just thought, oh, it kind of fits in because Kimi Raikkonen didn't finish the Spanish Grand Prix because it got taken out by Verstappen. So, yeah. It was interesting. You could do the Chinese Grand Prix. You know. We're not going to do it, but 1,000, so there's no point. We're just going to accept green for this Chinese Grand Prix. We're on provisional pole, so that should seem a lot easier for this Grand Prix, but yeah.
Quick look at the classification at the end of the session.
There is quite a lot of tracks that you can do.
Ferrari, Ricciardo and Sebastian.
Oh wow. Daniel Ricciardo for P2. Wow. A Renault in P5. Nico. What? What? No. What? Stoffel Vandoorne, ladies and gentlemen. Stoffel Vandoorne with P8 with a 136.8. That guy is on fire right now. And he got beaten by a Mercedes who was on medium compound tyres. Wow, Lance Stroll down in P19, so not good race for him. And yeah, what a shocking qualifying. Just going to take a screenshot of that because, wow, that shocked me. Can you imagine the scenes if McLaren Honda got pole position? Can you imagine the scenes? They are really stepping up their mark. McLaren Honda, I mean, they're like 5th. No, they're not. They're 6th in the table. So, McLaren Honda, as usual, making gains. So, that's how many resource points. We get 609 resource points. Let's listen to our voicemail.
Hi, just letting you know that we've had the team's expectations through for the upcoming qualifying session.
So our qualifying goals are just to qualify in second, and we got to beat our rival Valtteri Bottas. So without further ado, let's go to short qualifying for the Chinese Grand Prix.
We'd like to welcome you from wherever in
So wet qualifying here for this Grand Prix. So it's going to be dry, so what we'll do is we'll put a dry setup on for that reason. The only reason for that, Chinese Grand Prix. Yeah, so we're running 3.5 wings for this setup. So let's go out. Let's see what lap time we can do and try to qualify in second. Yeah. This is going to be strange. Here we go then. Of course no DRS because it is wet weather. That was a nice save. And we have traffic. Everything on ahead of us. Back end kicking out. Just managed to save it. And let's see what kind of lap time we can do. We have got a fully wet short qualifying, so That is kind of my dream one day, just to visit the British Grand Prix. Just to come round and come and see it, you know, just to see it. But we have got Max Verstappen in our way, which is very interesting. Back end again, kicking out. On me, as Valtteri Bottas there sets the fastest lap with a 1:50.7. Yeah, but like I said, Matthew, just don't feel embarrassed about anyone, you know, kind of listening to you doing commentary. I mean, if you feel that bad, then just don't do commentary at all, really. Just don't speak as much in the streams, because, you know, if you feel that embarrassed, then that's what I would do if I were in your kind of shoes. But what can we do? It's P5 for the moment. Got back end kicking out. No, we've actually been that. I'm going to have to replay. My foot's killing me. Cutting the chicane through the second sector and on the exit. That will loop. So Jeff just saying that the heavy rain will be with us quite a while, which Lewis Hamilton goes quick with a 1. I think that was a 1. What we'll do is, what's our tyre wear like? 3% and 4%. Where does that put us? That puts us P2 for this Chinese Grand Prix. Hopefully we can stay there. Nico Hulkenberg in P3. That's surprising. We've got about 4 minutes left of the session. Hopefully that should be it. I mean, we're near enough run out of fuel, so we're going to come back into the pits, because I just don't think we're going to improve on this lap. I actually like that. We may improve. Getting tail happy on the exit of the snail section. And China's always been one of these tracks where it's always been, you know, bad for tyre wear, so that will come in handy for the Chinese Grand Prix, where we can actually run long into the race. On the power early, up by about 1,000. Coming up to the line, and we get provisional pole for this Chinese Grand Prix. Gonna get out of people's way, so we let past McLaren on it. What are they all doing? Why are they going so slow? Stay away from the gravel. There's Bottas, gets ready for his qualifying lap. Fernando Alonso in P5, good qualifying for that man. Grosjean getting very close to us through that middle sector. Get away there for Carlos Sainz. There's that Pascal Wehrlein. Kinda wanna get out of the way of drivers. I don't wanna. So we see Hamilton go round again. Hopefully he doesn't best our lap time with only a minute to go of this qualifying session. It's gonna let some drivers through. We are running slightly low on fuel, which is concerning. It's gonna short shift, and hopefully, and there it goes, out of fuel. Hopefully we can stay here. Hopefully no one comes into the pit lane. Is anyone coming to the final corner? No. Everyone's at the Snell section. And there we go. What? No.
As we wind down from the excitement
What?
of qualifying, here's a look at your top three. Vettel, Perez, and Lewis Hamilton. The grid is set then, so
What?
it just leaves the race itself. Join us tomorrow, where we'll be live with all the action.
No.
Until
I
then, it's goodbye.
was guaranteed P1, and they've just knocked me down to P7. Nico Rosberg's down to P9. Fernando Alonso's in the top 10. What the hell just happened? Great, that means I'm going to have to lose some resource points. For God's sake. That's all I need. That's great, isn't it? I was secured for P1 and they've just dropped me down to P7. With only a minute to go of qualifying session. No, in fact it was done. It was done. How the hell have people got? How was 6 people got into qualifying? Hope we can have a better race here for this Grand Prix, so let's listen to our agent.
Hi, Emma here. Just wanted to let you know what the team are hoping for in the race.
So we've got finish the race in fourth, beat our teammate, beat Valtteri Bottas and finish in second place in order to... Let's have a look at the constructors. I forgot the constructors. Here we are. Right. So in terms of the constructors, 7 points to Lewis Hamilton. We are leading the championship again. Sebastian Vettel there on 15 points. So there's a 10-point gap between myself and Sebastian Vettel. Why am I done that? So without further ado, let's go to the Chinese Grand Prix. And hopefully get some damn resource points for the end of this session.
We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. Sebastian Vettel has a clear track ahead of him today. He starts in pole position, edging out Sergio Perez, who lines up P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Verstappen, Esteban Ocon, and a Ferrari. Ricciardo, Hülkenberg, Alonso, and Jolyon.
Someone must have a penalty. We started P7 in qualifying. Valtteri Bottas has a penalty. So he's going to be down the others, so we will have to make some places. And Roman Grosjean with a penalty as well. Interesting. Interesting then for one of the leaders. So we are going to overfuel the car by about 3 laps. And starting on a set of super softs, taking them halfway, and then the rest on a set of soft compound tyres. So without further ado, let's go to the Grand Prix. Here we go then, building up to these 5 red lights here for the Chinese Grand Prix. And it's lights out and away we go. Here for this Chinese Grand Prix with a bit of a sluggish start for myself. It's 3 wide into turn 1. Between Hülkenberg, we get him up the inside. Very good. I was about to say that we near enough missed Nico Hülkenberg again without having to lift off. Same, we got a collision with Ricciardo, but I don't believe that. Still running side by side here with Nico Hülkenberg, and he gets us back there under brakes. Nobody saw that. Oh, for God's sake. Side by side here with Nico Hülkenberg. Can we get him? Again, I keep hitting. I need to use my brake pedal. I'll be inside of one of the Force Indies of Esteban Ocon. Can we get him? Yes, we can. I'll be inside and... Still side by side with Esteban Ocon. So Lewis Hamilton is in second, Perez, then myself, then Ocon, and I think it was Nico Hülkenberg and Daniel Ricciardo in P. 6. We need to be ahead of Lewis Hamilton if we want any chance of extending this championship. We make a dive bomb move on Sergio Perez up into the podium positions. And up next is our second place in the championship, Mr. Lewis Hamilton. Better entry there through the snow section. So here we go then. On the back straight. Using Rich Mix to full effect and getting ever so closer to Lewis Hamilton and trying to pull away from Sergio Perez, of course, because that thing has really good straight line speed, so we need to be wary of that. Force India. Up the inside, dive bomb move. We're gonna go side by side. Gonna give him the space. Do we get him? He's still there, and he gives that place up. So up into P2. Now we need to chase down our teammate of Sebastian Vettel, who's absolutely running away with this race win, and we kind of need to get ahead of him because of the pit stop phases. So this should be interesting. What's the strategy? Keep current. I'm not going to change the strategy because then that means that we'll just don't want to change it, because it means we'll come in early, we'll risk towards the end of the race to get a puncture, and that's not something I wish to have. Sliding to that left hand, to that right hander. It's not what you want to see. Going to the grass, that's not also what you want to see. Somebody's out of this Grand Prix. Who is it? Oh, it's Stoffel Van Dorn. It's typical, even though we did have a really good qualifying, it's not a good race for him. Where is he? There, look, pulling over to the side, and that is him. That is him out of this Grand Prix. And yeah. So a virtual safety car has been deployed for Stoffel Vandoorne. Driver in front. We'll come in and do the undercut. And just take up most of the pit entry as well. Very aggressive into the pit lane, and into the pits we must go. Very lengthy stop, 2.1 for us. So here we go then. More yellow flags. Who's that? Danny Kvyat is out the race. Make it legal on Ericsson. So I'm guessing it's probably a reliability issue. But back up the inside there of Marcus Ericsson. It's a pretty basic standard move on him. And up next is Pascal Wehrlein, which is his teammate. Hopefully some people are in the pit lane as well, which they are, so we're a little bit wide to the final corner. So many positions we can actually take up. near enough careening back into the back of Pascal Wehrlein. Put up the inside. Teammates in the pits. Pretty basic manoeuvre. Let's see if we can try and catch up to Sebastian and try and get back the lead, or try and get the lead of this Chinese Grand Prix with only 6 laps remaining. Not going to do it like that, that's for sure. Driver in front. Full race update. Full race update. I'm having to push that hard, that's why I'm not speaking for most of this race. I'm just having to really push, really get most out of the car. Just pushing there a little too much on the throttle. Sorry I'm not talking for most of this stream. I'm just not. And then I do apologise if there is breathing. If you can hear me breathing, it's yeah. I'm just trying to focus, trying to catch Sebastian, because these are vital points and it'll make me look good to the team. But we are catching Sebastian at a rate of knots. Hopefully we can get close to him, get within a second of him and pass him under DRS. Then possibly go on for the race win. That's not good. No, we're not going to catch him, are we? Not in 2 laps. Come on. We're not going to get him. We're not going to get him. For God's sake. He's going to run away with yet another race win under his belt. And close us both in terms of the championship. He might even overtake me. I can see him, he's right there. He's just getting to him. He's better on the straights and weaker in the corners. Come on! Come on! He is right there, he's right there. Shut up, Jeff. I just want to know the gap in front. I'm not gonna get him. I'm not gonna get him. For God's sake. We get DRS on him though. Can we get him? Oh, no, no. We had a pretty good down run on him. Need a wee. Right, hang on. I just need toilet.
David?
Yeah?
Oh, you still alive then?
Yeah. Yeah.
You are ignorant, you are.
So,
Get that sorted, David.
Great effort there from Ferrari to take the victory today. And I have to wonder, Anthony Davidson, just what set them apart from the competition here.
Well, I think the track conditions just really suited their car today. Wind, track temperature, you name it. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature. So the more easily you can keep them there, the better your race tends to go. And that's exactly what happened. Their car just looks so comfortable out there.
Welcome then to the podium, our top three drivers. What a great
That was a really
effort
good
from
battle
them
by
today.
Sebastian.
A very
Really
difficult
good
race.
battle. Wow.
And now let's take a look at the driver's standings. Our current points leader extends their lead at the top of the championship.
Sebastian
after a
moves into
very good
P2.
result here today. Moving on to the driver of the day then. Anthony Davidson, who would you go for? And here's how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. Ferrari extend their lead at the top of the championship. Another team that excelled today was Williams, who make further progress up the table. That's it for today's Grand Prix, and from Ant and I, it's goodbye,
Yeah.
and see you again next time.
So let's have a look in terms of points. See how many resource points we can get. For hopefully we can make another upgrade for this Grand Prix. Hopefully, but I don't think we have enough resource points. I think we may have to do it in the Bahrain Grand Prix. Now we'll have to wait until the next episode of F1 to do that. So move back into Ferrari's good books. So yeah, that is going to do it for this F1 2017 career mode. If you did like this episode, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new to receive more F1 2017 career mode. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.